Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be bringing down Xavien Howard season tape for the Miami Dolphins in an Xavien Howard film session and just talking about why he's one of the NFL's premier corners. Before we get started, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So like I do in all these videos, I start with the stats. And Xavien Howard, although he didn't have the all-pro year that he had in 2020, still had a Pro Bowl season in 2021, still had a fantastic year where he racked up 5 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, as well as 2 fumble recoveries. One he took back for a touchdown against the Ravens. You know, if you look at his PFF stats too, pretty solid, 70.9 overall PFF player grade. He was targeted quite a bit, 18th most among the corners in the NFL, and allowed the 31st most receptions. So pretty good ratio there. Allowed 48 receptions on 84 targets, and also 44 solo tackles. But overall, in today's video, we're going to be breaking down why he's elite, what makes him elite, his stickiness in man coverage, his ability to get a read on the ball. We're going to be going through his interceptions this year, as well as some of his other turnover-causing plays, and really just go over what makes him an elite corner in today's game. So this is going to be the first play that I'm going to show you today. So here you're going to see him at the top of your screen, matched up one-on-one with Stefon Diggs on the outside. And the Miami Dolphins played a lot of man coverage, a lot of man-heavy defense last season, and that's kind of their go-to defensive look. And on this play here, you're just going to see his stickiness in man coverage. It's so hard to run away from Xavien Howard just because of how great he is in man coverage. Is really able to stay with his receiver. And on this play right here, he does a great job undercutting the route to pick off the football. So you're just going to see Stefon Diggs go on a very simple slant route. It's going to be a slant route right through the middle of the field. And all Xavien Howard's going to do is he's just going to read this route, right? He's going to read it all the way. So it's a little bit of a press man on off the line of scrimmage. From this Dolphins defense, and all Xavien Howard is doing here is reading the eyes of Josh Allen. And obviously, being on Stefon Diggs, he knows the ball's coming to Stefon Diggs, right? Stefon Diggs is the #1 wide receiver for the Bills. He's the guy that Josh Allen really wants to get the ball to over the middle on this slant route. And all Xavien Howard is doing is he's reading that, because what you got to watch is you got to see Josh Allen just hawk down Diggs this entire time, right from the get-go of this play. You're just going to see, where is Allen looking? He's looking over here towards where Diggs is with Xavien Howard. So Xavien Howard knows the ball is coming. And as Diggs creates a little bit of separation, Xavien Howard does a fantastic job as Diggs is running on the slant route. All Xavien Howard's going to do is going to undercut the route and just pick this football off. And what a fantastic job. Perfect position by Howard here, right on the hip of Diggs to perfectly just undercut that, pick the ball off, catch it, and help the Dolphins try and get back in this game. They ended up losing this game, but nonetheless, this is just a fantastic play by Xavien Howard, just showing some of those skills that he has, that stickiness in man coverage, that ability to undercut the route. This is a fantastic interception here by him, and just goes to show why he's such a great corner. So this is going to be another man look for this Dolphins team. You're going to see Xavien Howard matched up one-on-one with Calvin Ridley, the Falcons' best wide receiver, and this is kind of a similar play, except Xavien Howard he's not able to undercut the route here just because that's not what the play allows him to do. But more importantly, he's got the strength here to pull the ball away from Ridley. And you're going to see that right here. So Ridley's going to run a similar route, kind of a slant route, in-breaking route. And all Xavien Howard's going to do is he's just going to stay on that hip of the receiver. So as Ridley goes for this quick break here toward the middle of the field, you're going to see Matt Ryan just stare Ridley down, right? Tries to get it to Ridley. And there's separation here. I mean, this football, this should be a catch. But because of how fantastic Xavien Howard is in coverage, look what he's able to do. #1, as Ridley goes to secure the ball, it's a little bit out in front. But nonetheless, this is still catchable. This should still be a catch. It should be 4th down, though. 4th and 2, right? Instead, what Xavien Howard is able to do is just look at the reach of his arms here to slap that football away. And instead of just slapping it down to the ground, he's able to just actually pull the football away from Ridley. You see how he just literally pulls the football away, just tugs away from it, and gets Ridley off the ball to pick it up and get the Dolphins a turnover here to try and get them back into this football game in the 4th quarter. This is a clutch play here by Xavien Howard. This is the pure strength and the ability to make these kinds of plays that makes him really, really special. But what a fantastic job. Just knowing that, okay, Ridley probably has the catch here, but nonetheless, I got to go for the tackle. But while I'm going for the tackle, let's go for the ball. Tries to get the ball, and instead of just tapping the ball out, is able to actually physically pull the ball away from Ridley. This is an incredible display of strength and ability there by Xavien Howard. And this play isn't necessarily the best interception of Xavien Howard's season last year. It's more of a pretty bad throw from Cam Newton. But nonetheless, you're going to see one-on-one on the outside. Once again, it's going to be Xavien Howard matched up right at the top of your screen. And the receiver is going to run an in-breaking route towards the middle of the field, kind of like that, a little bit out of the frame of reference. But this is really what's important here. So as Cameron's going to try and fire this ball into a tight window, and it's just not there. Xavien Howard undercuts the route once again, and this is just a poorly thrown ball, to be completely honest. This is what I love about Xavien Howard here. Number one, is able to undercut this route. Really good job by him here. Just getting his body into the position where he needs to be, playing that physical game and making sure that he's at the spot where the ball's going to be rather than the receiver, cutting the receiver out from the ball, using his body. Look at how he has that perfect positioning on the receiver. But a lot of corners in the game, number one, would just catch the ball here and not really know what to do because either the ball doesn't really come to them that often or they just don't have the football IQ. But Xavien Howard able to understand the game situation, understand where he is on the football field, simply catch the ball and in stride like he's a receiver, is able to take that ball upfield and try and turn it into some yards to get the Dolphins better field position. That's what I love about Xavien Howard. He's always the heads-up guy, always has that heads-up mentality. You're going to see that in a couple other plays that I show you, but this is a fantastic interception. Not the best thrown ball, probably one of his easier interceptions of the year, but still to come back to the football, really good positioning on the receiver there, and then is able to pick up some extra yards after it. Just the awareness is there for him too. And I think my favorite thing about this play is just the pure athleticism. You're going to see Mike Glennon here try and take a deep shot. Xavien Howard's over here. He's trying to cover this area of the field. This receiver is kind of running a deep route towards the outside of the field, so right in where Xavien Howard is kind of defending. And as Glennon takes his deep shot, just look at Xavien Howard. Look, number one, look at the separation between the receiver and Xavien Howard. He's able to cut down that really, really quickly. Number one, that ball is slightly underthrown. But there's also coverage over the top here in the safety in Jevon Holland that really doesn't allow Glennon to throw it too far over the top, or else Jevon Holland could definitely make a play on that. So he's trying to fit that ball into a really tight window. But I just love the athletic play here by Xavien Howard. Look at how he's running. He's running towards the receiver, looking over the back of his head, and is able to make that catch over his shoulder. Just talk about the hands and the coordination here by Xavien Howard. This is a fantastic play by him. Look at him going up, and sure, it's double coverage, sure. This probably wouldn't have been completed anyway. But this is just a heads-up athletic play here by Xavien Howard. Look at him. I mean, he's not even turned the same way as the receiver. He's probably in the worst spot possible to try and make this catch. But nonetheless, puts his body in the path of the football, and it puts his body in between the football and his man, making it impossible for the receiver to make a play on that ball, and he's able to pull this ball in. Definitely kudos to Jevon Holland over here in coverage too. But nonetheless, this is just a highly athletic play, all while in the air. He doesn't even make this catch on the ground, goes up and leaps up for it. What a fantastic display of athleticism by Xavien Howard. And then once again, it's the awareness, it's the timing, it's the understanding, okay, hey, I wasn't marked down yet, let's pick up the extra yards, and is able to get the football back in to the 45. And I think this ended up being ruled that he was down by contact, but nonetheless, still aware that maybe if he wasn't, he can still pick up those extra yards. So this is a fantastic play here by Xavien Howard. Number one, this is athletics, this is athleticism, this is hand-eye coordination. These are just great hands and great read on the football. And then to have the ability and the awareness to try and make a play after it. Really, really impressive and really well done by Xavien Howard. And how about this play by Xavien Howard? So the Dolphins are in a pretty soft zone defense here on this 3rd and 2 play. What they'll have to do is they'll have their safeties move out here to the outside of the field. And then they'll have basically their corner over here, these guys manning this area of the field, and it's kind of going to be the soft zone defense, trying to keep everything in front of them on this 3rd and 2 play. Just making sure that they can't really push the ball downfield. And what's going to happen is this receiver here in the slot is going to come over on an out-breaking route, and all that Xavien Howard is going to do is going to read the eyes of Mac Jones. It's that simple. Really good at reading the quarterback's eyes. And he's just going to stare the quarterback down, and as Mac Jones turns, takes his little drop back, Xavien Howard is watching where Mac Jones is looking. Where's Mac Jones looking? Mac Jones is looking at this receiver, and this receiver is in breaking. And just look at Howard's body position right here, right? He's faced completely towards Mac Jones so he can have that perfect viewpoint of where he's looking. And as he sees that Jones is about to throw, look at him make this jump on this ball, trying to undercut this route, undercuts it once again, steps in front of the football, and then once again, it's the awareness, it's the athleticism, it's the ability to make plays even better than he's already made them, and take it in for the touchdown. What a fantastic read by Xavien Howard. Just seeing where Mac Jones wanted to go with the football, making the rookie pay for it, undercutting the football, and take it in for the score. And the more I watch Xavien Howard, the more I understand why he's so fantastic. Number one, he's got all the athletic traits. Sure, he's got the speed, he's got the size, he's got the strength, right? He's got that. But what he also has is the read on the game. And he knows where he has to be, and he knows what he has to do, and he does it time and time again. On this play here, the Ravens are just trying to get a quick out, in-breaking route, trying to pick up some yards here. And what Xavien Howard is going to do is he's going to notice that and just sprint on that route. He's going to try and get to that spot before the defender. And this is also what I love about Xavien Howard. He doesn't always create turnovers through interceptions. He can also create fumbles. And this is one of those plays right here against the Ravens. So you're going to see Xavien Howard, he's a little late to the spot, right? But this is what he's going to do. He's simply just going to rip the ball out of the receiver's hands. Ball pops loose. Xavien Howard picks it up and then takes it in for the score. What a fantastic play, but this is just a better angle. So this is trying to get the ball over here to Sammy Watkins. And Watkins is going to catch it, right? But just look at Xavien Howard with this tackle here, go right for the ball, slaps the ball loose, showcasing that strength that I was talking about earlier, and really making this a turnover, right? And giving the Dolphins an opportunity to go score the other way. And this is just another angle here. Fantastic play by Howard. Just slapping that ball loose, the strength here, wrapping him up, getting the turnover. What a play there, showing that he doesn't have to just do it through interceptions, can also do it through fumbles. So with that said, that's why Xavien Howard is an elite corner in today's game. Sure, he's got the traits, he's got the strength, he's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got all the physical abilities and the athleticism in coverage to stay with the league's best receivers, But at the same time, he has the instinct, and the instinct is what makes him an elite football player, because you can have all the physical abilities, but it doesn't mean you're going to be good if you don't know where to be on the football field. But Xavien Howard just knows where to be on the football field, is able to get it done on the football field, reads quarterbacks like there's no tomorrow. If you watch the Mac Jones play again and the Josh Allen play, where they threw interceptions to Xavien Howard, that's all reading the quarterback. That's all just noticing where the quarterback's going with the football by looking at their eyes and just being able to still be in coverage while paying attention to that. It's all in. It's all a mental game playing corner, more than it is a physical one in that regard. You're trying to bite the quarterback into throwing footballs that they shouldn't be throwing, especially when it's going near Xavien Howard. So not only is Xavien Howard an interception machine, he's a turnover machine. He's sticky in man coverage. He's fantastic athletically. That's why he's an elite corner, and he also gets it done through the brain game. He understands where he needs to be on the football field. He understands what other quarterbacks are trying to do and where they're trying to put the football in for their wide receivers. And he's able to undercut those routes, pick off footballs, and create turnovers. He's an elite player. He's one of the best corners in the NFL, if not the best corner. Sure, there's a lot of good corners in the league. And the names that are going to come up at the top of your list are going to be Jair Alexander. You're going to see J.C. Jackson. You're going to see a guy like Jalen Ramsey, but at the end of the day, Xavien Howard deserves to be in that list. He is a fantastic corner. He's an elite corner, and hopefully the Dolphins have him for many years to come in the future. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see ya.